build software to fight in the situation of children. And that's our.
We fabricate programming to battle in this quiet kids, and that is our center mission. It has become common sense that Ashton Kutcher is the individual known for uncovering dubious exercises inside Hollywood anyway. His new explanation has created critical consideration and conversation among web clients. Ashton Kutcher calls him kind, respectful, and diligent. He has consistently treated individuals with fairness, uniformity, and liberality. The letters didn't influence the adjudicator, well, the letter no. To just miss the mark in that frame of mind to impact the adjudicators, yet in addition neglected to resound with the overall population. This advancement has prompted new hypotheses recommending that Ashton might be disguising his actual way of life as a guard for Hollywood elite during a meeting. This is what Sharon Osbourne said he used to do, that 7-2 show. Yes, Ashton Kutcher, goodness, discourteous, impolite, discourteous young man. This assertion adjusts intimately with the public's view of Ashton, as he has discontinuously shown help for a portion of the profoundly charged VIPs in Hollywood, which assigns him as the watchman. Genuinely, I accept that it is my work to safeguard their entitlement to seek after bliss and to guarantee the general public and government that protects it too. You may be asking why, in the event that he was without a doubt engaged with gatekeeping, Ashton likewise participated in sure activities that depicted him as a dependable family man anyway. There's something else to find, and this video will dig into those perspectives, so we should get everything rolling. Recently, the internet-based world has been humming with fervor as web clients go over surprising disclosures about the truth of what's happening inside the Hollywood business, from undercover social occasions to various hid unlawful exercises. Sources have unveiled that Hollywood is presently not a solid workspace because of these claims. Ashton Kutcher has likewise shared a few experiences into the exercise occurring in Hollywood and gave an immediate admonition to the Hollywood elites associated with these activities that is a favorable place for, I guarantee you, that is a favorable place for. Yet the explanation, I saw childcare, is that it's a microcom. This fills in as a serious preventative message to unmistakable figures in Hollywood who have so far got away from responsibility. There's a predominant conviction that these powerful big shots have changed Hollywood into a domain of unmitigated yet broadly recognized mysteries where evil exercises are disguised yet notable. Regardless of Hollywood's standing, endeavors to resolve these issues were frequently met with quiet and anxiety. The instance of Harvey Weinstein, for example, delineates this point, as his activities stayed undisclosed for a really long time. It was just when reality at last became known that individuals started to grasp the huge pretended by power elements and institutional treacheries in sustaining such way of behaving. As per the public, this organization is all the more explicitly connected with Hollywood since they feel that it is the most famous spot for this large number of activities to occur. As one of them composed, if by some stroke of good luck was the main issue in Hollywood, yet tragically so much goes on that the vast majority of us typical individuals lack the ability to envision in our most dreaded fears. One more composed that has been diversion for quite a while. It's mistaking for grown-up. And it's devastatingly mistaking for kids, particularly the quiet survivors of these people have been presented to various stories about Hollywood's secret dim bits of insight, leaving them profoundly worried. A glaring illustration of this is obvious in the Weinstein organization, where ladies had been standing up for quite a long time, yet their cases went to a great extent distrusted, as Harvey had turned into a noticeable figure in mainstream society, and he quickly begins needing my neck. I heard him open a jug of champagne, and I don't think I had a taste, and he uncovered himself in spite of the charges against him. Harvey Weinstein kept on driving his creation organizations, delivering blockbuster films and getting an endless flow of Oscars to numerous. Harvey was viewed as a god inside the business anyway. There were additionally youthful, hopeful specialists, whom Harvey misled and successfully hushed. This monstrous power empowered him to proceed with his savage way of behaving for a real long time. Started to attempt to get more actual and alternate ways. This finished in her taking off from him, and as would be natural for her, him pursuing her around a room. While nothing has been shielded, vigorously demonstrated all suitable proof focuses to Harvey's association in exceptionally Grave offense. One casualty hailing from Italy blamed Harvey for coercive activities against her. Determined by dread of retaliation, she hesitantly submitted to his requests. As per the casualty, I realize he has squashed a many individuals before. That is the reason this story for my situation. It's 20 years of age. Some of them are more established, has never come out. The underlying openness of Harvey's association and different sexual offense episodes became visible through the New York Times. Thus, a huge number of ladies ventured forward, revealing that during the 1990s, they had supposedly been exposed to badgering by him. Harvey was blamed for bothering these ladies as well as of pressuring them into participating in unequivocal demonstrations. Strikingly, it's vital to make reference to that this large number of craftsmen were moderately junior and novices to the business around then. Without a doubt, according to specific sources, noticeable figures in the business were at that point conscious of Harvey's bad behavior. When Ashton transparently upheld Danny Masterson, it drew huge consideration and brought up issues among general society and media. The same north of 5 years after Danny Masterson's charges surfaced, his previous That 70s Show co-star Ashton Kutcher ends his quietness. Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis were among more than 50 people who wrote letters to the appointed authority in the Danny Masterson preliminary communicating support for the entertainer proceeding. His condemning. As per court reports, Kutcher and Kunis, who are hitched and have 2 small kids together, recently worked close by Masterson on the Fox sitcom That 70s Show, which circulated for 8 seasons and comprised of 200 episodes from 1998 to 2006. Furthermore, Kutcher and Masterson worked together on Netflix's The Farm Anyway. Masterson was worked out of the show during its 3rd season in the wake of confronting salt claims in 2017. Likewise, this evening, an adjudicator in Los Angeles, the condemned entertainer Danny Masterson to 30 years to life in jail before his condemning Masterson's casualties conveyed effective proclamations to the court depicting the 47-year-old as a hunter following the condemning one-up. Masterson's legal advisors kept up with his blamelessness and expressed that the fight in court was a long way from being done. The redrafting attorneys are certain that these convictions will be toppled. He said so much. And Ashton showed their help for the indicted attacker before he got a jail sentence of 30 years to life for physically attacking 2 ladies at his Hollywood Slopes home 20 years prior, and I addressed whether any of the VIPs who might have submitted letters for Danny were completely mindful that these letters involve openly available report. Inlet focused on the court for the condemning Kunis and Kutcher, introduced a differentiating picture of the shamed entertainer, one that strongly oohed out from the savage hunter portrayed by his casualties, who had claimed that he had powerfully exposed the ladies to the substance use, and he did a few truly deplorable follows up on them. Kunis, who is hitched to Kutcher, featured Masterson's job as a spouse and father to his little girl, portraying it as out and out unprecedented. She likewise attributed Masterson for his enduring devotion to deterring the utilization of medications. She wrote in her letter over the course within recent memory. Together, Danny has shown to be an astonishing companion, compatriot, or more, every one of a remarkable, more seasoned sibling figure to me. His mindful nature and capacity to offer direction have been instrumental in my development, both by and expertly seeing his cooperations with his little girl has been endearing and edifying. She further added he focuses on his family training and bliss, regardless of anything else, exhibiting his relentless obligation to being a cherishing and dependable parent. As a dad, he shows others how it's done, ingraining in her qualities that reflect trustworthiness, empathy, and regard for others. Kunis additionally expounded on Danny's impact over her. She composed his effect on me in such manner has been significant in an industry where the tensions and enticements of substance use can be overpowering. Danny assumed a crucial part in directing me away from such disastrous ways. Kutcher repeated comparable feelings in his letter to the court, alluding to Masterson as a superb good example and a committed and steadfast husband, rather than the depiction of Masterson as a hunter by his casualties. Kutcher portrayed an occurrence where Masterson bravely came to the protection of a weak lady. He wrote in the letter, while I'm mindful that the judgment has been given a role as blameworthy on 2 counts forcibly and the casualties hold on to an extraordinary craving for equity, I trust that my demonstration of his personality is thought about in condemning. I don't really accept that he is a continuous mischief to society, and having his girl raised without a current dad would be a tertiary shamefulness in all by itself. These letters became visible a day after Los Angeles District Unrivaled Court Judge Charlene Olmedo gave over a sentence to masterson except. If effectively pursued, this sentence, everything except guarantees that the entertainer won't be qualified for parole until he arrives at senior resident status anyway, Kutcher confronted weighty analysts. Is in regards to this episode, one individual composed truly when Ashton has a non-benefit committed to youngster, not precisely the same thing, but rather it's neighboring that is odd. Someone else said that non-benefit is wow. I used to function as a social specialist with an organization helping overcomers of sex, and his organization is extremely risky. That is all there is to it for now. People, until next time, farewell.